How's everyone? Welcome back to SoccerBeat. I'm here with Cheezboy, Mokoena, Moeneeb, Josephs. You guys asked for it. You asked for the preview show. We're bringing it to you. We're previewing the Pyramids game away from home in Cairo. Massive Champions League semi-final. Can we get ourselves into the final? Make sure that you hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so we can tick over that 50,000 mark. That's the big goal right now. And if you're signing up for Betway, make sure you use the SoccerBeat code as well to get a 25 Rand extra bet. Boys, massive game. I see the boys are already traveling off to Cairo now. Can we do another smash and grab away from home against Pyramids, guys? We were under the pump a little bit at home. They were very impressive. I think Jose Rivero said in one of his press conferences that Pyramids were the best team that Pirates has played this season, which is obviously saying a lot. The fact that we got 4-1 hiding from Sundowns. For him to say Pyramids was the best team we've played, is obviously high praise. What did you make of Pyramids in that first leg, Cheesy, and how likely is it we get something on the road?
Well, Mamela, let's start off by greeting the SoccerBeat lovers. Yeah, Mamela, already we are on our way to support the boys. They must know charter flight is waiting for us, SoccerBeat members, Nippy, the likes of Cheesy, likes of Mikey. Yeah, we're coming there to support, really behind the boys. Yeah, it might be an empty stadium, so you might be able to see us somewhere there in the stands. By the way, Mikey, let's get into it. I think from the first leg, I think Pyramids was actually solid. They were really solid. I think they were a bit of a problem for Pirates because we couldn't really break them down, you know. And at a certain point, I think the coach even said it after the game. You know, the post match, he said, "Look, we wanted to drag the game a bit in the first half, you know." Because of the fans and everything, they wanted to adjust, you know. And he said his boys did that very well. And in the second half, they started to play more of their game, you know, which is more of a possession-based. They like attacking, but they do that a lot when they play the home games, you know. But a very, very tough encounter ahead for Orlando Pirates. Like Coach Rivero said, this is not an easy team. Yes, they debutants in the Champions League, but they're not showing any signs. There's no mistake why they topping the Egyptian league. They're topping that league to show that they are a capable side. They're not here by fluke in the semis. So it is going to be a challenge for Pirates. You know, I think what we can take is that the boys have been doing very well away from home. I think most of our wins have been coming away from home. I feel like the boys like to play under pressure. They like to play in these type of situations. And I think this would allow Pirates as well for the players to express themselves a little bit soft here at home, you know, not really taking much risks. But I'm sure in this upcoming fixture now in the second leg, most definitely we are going to see a different Pirates, possibly playing on the counter. I think that's what Coach Rivera is going to do because I don't think he wants to open up. Because that team, when they play at home, Mikey, the stats have been saying they score a lot of goals back home. They win the matches at home. You know, good brand of football. They like their possession based. I think there was a couple of moments in the first leg you could see them as they're moving a ball around. You know, your Torre in that midfield. You know, they have that Mayele striker up front. Those are the players that Pirates really need to worry about. So, yeah, I think we are in for a mammoth of a task, but I know the boys will dollar what they must. Oganjani Nipi.
100%. 100%. We have to dollar what we must. Listen, we've dressed up for this preview shows because Cheesy organized us some VIP tickets for this game, you know, because this is one of the biggest games in Africa. It's the final four of the best. It's the final four of the top teams in Africa, and Orlando Pirates, we are part of it, you know. Yes, like Cheesy explained everything there in detail, how the game went at home. You know, you couldn't get a better analysis than that, you know. But it's for us now to focus on what we need to do when we get there. We saw how strong they are. Yes, Pyramids is a very strong team. You can see them organized and blistering plays going forward. Like the one player you mentioned, Fiston Mayela, yes, very dangerous player, you know. So they're a good, strong team, but they have good individuals as well. But we're going there with a purpose. We have a purpose. We're looking to put the star back on our shirt, you know. And I remember this, you know what felt so good about me for me as well, because when we won the treble one year, you know, it also felt like that, like just as we always just when we play this game, we won off. But the closer we got to winning the competition, any competition that was available that year, the closer we got, the more we started to believe. You know, like now, for example, and I see this situation being replicated right here again now, whereas we look like we're out of it now because we never took the points at home. But our boys has got the experience now of winning. They never just drew or got a point there. No, We went and stole the game there. So we have that experience. We got the know-how of how to win games there. And the good thing about us is, yes, we have our individual brilliance, but we are stronger as a team. We work better as a team. That is our strength at the Orlando Pirates has been this season. Is we are strong as a team. We have individual brilliance, but if it comes to do the hard work, you don't see First and Maela running back to defend. You see Innocent Mahopa going back. You see Nkota going back. You see Rela putting in those duties, and that is going to be the difference, because that is going to be what's going to be needed from us in that situation. We're going to need to be organized. Everyone's going to need to do his duties. Everyone's going to need to do his defensive duties. But when we go forward, we have that where we can punish you going forward. And that's what Nkota stole us the last time. He stole us the game the last time. So we have that going forward. But our tactical discipline is going to be needed this game. And that is what we have. We have tactical discipline. Even away from home, like Cheezy say, we're a lot more comfortable. Not comfortable, we are we're more relaxed when we play away from home. And that has been our mindset whole season so far away from home. So I have no fear for this game. I know we're playing a tough opponent. I have no fear. I have more confidence in what we can do and what we are capable of doing away from home.
Yeah.
Nibi, do you think he goes back to the 3-5-2 again away from home? You think he goes 3 at the back?
Jesus, my guys, it's going to be hard to say, but I think he will do that. That's yes, like you. Why do you ask us difficult questions? We are trying to speak now freely. That's a difficult question. That's such a good question,
Yeah.
But I think that would be the best bet, Mike. Because if we're gonna bring Otto Bing into the winger position again, and we'll bring that's what we will do. I think that is top preview analysis of some game that we need to go in, Mike. And if we go the 3-5-2, I think we have we have strength, like we say. The distance for when we do lose the ball up front for our wing backs to come back is just a short distance. Then we can form the five at the back, or we can fill up in the midfield as well, and we can load there, so the distance to go up and down it won't be so much, because we have safety with the 3 centre backs at the back, confident centre backs who's not willing to go who's not scared to be one-on-one in duels. We have 3 solid centre backs who's confident in whatever duel they have to face. That is what we have as well in our arsenal. So if we do go the 3-5-2, I think that's good. I think that will be our best bet, because we have blistering pace going forward. We have Mr. Four Lungs Hotto, who can go up and down. We have Rele, who can just play into the pockets if we want to and just expose them a little bit there. So we have a lot of options. That is why I'm so confident. We have lots of options in any system that we're going to attack them with. But the 3-5-2 is the one that I think is going to be the one that's going to do the difference for us.
I agree with you. I agree with you there, Nippy. With the 3-5-2, I think it will work well, because, looking at this team, their characteristics, you're looking at a team that likes to go wide, cross the ball. So you really want to have a lot of overloads on the sides, so that you don't have to deal with these crosses that will be coming in. And that's what these North African teams do. They're always going to pump the ball in the box. They're going to go out wide. They don't have much of combination play, try to go hurt you in the center. They are going to maybe have 1-2 passes in the center, go out wide, and try and bring in the cross. So the fullbacks are going to have their work cut out. A possible 3-5-2 would eventually work, Mikey, because at the end of the day, we don't need to concede. We don't need to concede. They are worried that they have to score, because we just need a one chance. We can even score in the 89th minute and win the match, So they are a bit on the ropes. For us, it's about us managing the first half very well and making sure that we don't concede. And then we must have some ammunition on the bench to come in and win the game for us. For example, Nkota came in the previous game. He came in, he won us the game. He's a quick player. Their coach is also worried about the Pirates' attack. He's like, these boys are really quick on the counter. So he's also going to be wary about his players losing the ball in certain areas of the field. And that's going to make it difficult for them to actually come out full force, because they also need to worry that, guys, if we push up, we're leaving space there at the back. And they have Rilo, they have Nkota, they have speedy guys. So it will be interesting. What's the lineup going to be? Who's going to start? And like Moeneeb said, Nippy, Hoto on the wing. I think we don't need him sitting right at the back, especially coming to this match. He's got blistering pace. He's got the energy. He can work up and down that line. So we need him a little bit much more further, so that he can support a Rilo if he starts, or Mahopa, and Nkota if he starts. So there's a lot that could happen, but those are the possibilities that we are thinking. That I think that could be the right formation for the team to take against the pyramids of Egypt.
Yeah. The one thing about this team, guys, and we haven't really discussed it, is the fact that it's not like the other African ties where you go to Al Ali or you go to like Alger, we saw the environment there, Esperance, whatever you go there, there's like 50,000 people, crazy. Like Pyramid's actually a relatively small club, very new. They've got a lot of money, but not necessarily a lot of supporters. So,
Yeah.
I mean, how do you think that changes things a little bit? I mean, we went to Alger and we got the thing over the line in front of this crazy crowd that can really be like a 12th man for a lot of teams in Africa. But when I look at Pyramids, you're not going to have that same intimidating environment going there. And be in Cairo,
Mike, and that's exactly what I've been thinking as well. You know, a team needs a 12 man, especially at home, and you could see that intimidating. We faced an intimidating opponent even I think the week before, or the game before that as well. You know, where they make it really hostile. The environment is really hostile, especially in the North African regions. You know, and especially like a team like Pyramids now. You know that they're a good footballing team, but they're not going to have that push and that drive behind them. You know, they're not going to have that push and that drive behind them. And for us, it's going to be a massive plus as well. But also, with it being a massive plus, we have experience of it as well, Mikey. Cheesy, we have experience of it here. Yeah. Playing a good team with no supporters. Orlando Pirates. Not Orlando Pirates when we play Mamelodi Sundowns, you know?
Oh, you mean that Phil Loftus and Atteridgeville? Oh, yeah.
So we've got games like that, you know, where we've played teams like, especially great footballing teams, you know, but there's no supporters in the front. So we have been preparing for this game for a very, very long time. You know, a very, very long time.
Mikey, you can laugh, Mikey. That is wrong, man. You don't need to. No. You don't need to head the ball. Mikey's heading on the side there.
Jeez, you know, no, Mike. Sorry, just off the topic. You know why I threw this dart at him? Because when I'm trying to post nice things, you know, nice things on SoccerBeat and stuff like that, then it's always them. I don't mind the banter. I don't mind the banter at all. But the Sunderland supporters are always getting personal. They're always very personal. You know, they speak about personal things, and that's why with them is now. They always want to, there's not about the clear banter for them. It's not, hey, listen, team. No, it's straight to the personal. And that is why I feel like my heart is touched by them, you know, but not emotional. It's just, that is why, but like, sorry, back to the topic. I'll be off the topic here again, man. Yes, man. So we've got experience of this, Mikey. We've played it in our league where, when we played at Atteridgeville, it's like, you know, it's the same going to Pyramids. A good footballing team, but there's such a big disadvantage with their supporters not being there. And that is what we're going to need to capitalize on, you know, knowing that there's no drive behind them. And when we get our chance, the important thing for us is when we do get, we're not going to have many chances in this game as well. That we must know, right? Yeah. But the chances that we do get, we're going to need to bury them. If it's 2 or 3 chances, we know here in this game, we can't expect to get 4 chances and bury 1. No, we get 2 chances, take those 2 chances. So we're going to need to be set mentally now already when we go to prepare ourselves for those 2 chances that's going to come, because we're not going to get many in this game. And when they do come, we need to punish them.
For sure.
Cheesy, we've obviously got the Cup King, the Spanish guitar. I mean, since he's been at Pirates, what is it, something like 50 games, he's only lost 3 Cup games. We're undefeated in the Champions League. He knows how to win a 2-legged tie. He knows how to win a crucial Cup game. We've got big game players. Really scored goals in very important Cup games, semi-finals, finals. Yeah. We have guys that deliver in the big occasion. Give me a prediction for Friday's game. Are we going to the final?
Yeah, before the prediction, man. Hey, Moeneeb, people are leaving. Coach Rivero is leaving. Mikey, I don't know, but we'll get there. Okay, my prediction, Pirates 1-0. We'll come back to you.
Muruti, could you please get that thing out there for me, man? Yes, man.
Okay, let me call it. There you go, Nippy. There you go.
I feel it. I
feel it,
baby.
This
is gonna be the game. This is gonna be the game that's gonna take us into the final with massive confidence. I'm going to know.
Thank you.
2 chances, 2 goals. What up? Bob's your ankle. Thank you, Muruti. Thank you for being there.
You have it from Talking Pirates. My prediction, we make it difficult. 0-0 at full time. And Sipo Chine pulls out a couple saves and penalty shootout, and we're going to the final. Hopefully.
You're not going to the lotto. No lottery.
You want us to stress?
You know, I don't want to stress, but I just know this Pyramids team is good. And I think that Jose is also very smart, and he's not going to open up. I don't see this being a very open game. I think it's going to be very tight. I'd love for us to steal one, smash and grab. But yeah, worst case scenario, Sipo bails us out and we go through on penalties.
Yeah, that's the last option, my guy. We have the ambulance. The ambulance is back. Don't worry. We carry a lot of patients there.
Yeah.
Guys, please make sure if you're signing up for Betway, use the SoccerBeat code. Get you to 25 Rand bet. And we're heading off to a quick Betway promo. And we'll see you guys in a few.
How would you like to win a little something extra just for joining the best in the game? For a limited time, we are teaming up with Betway and giving all of you access to a SoccerBeat exclusive. If you join Betway using the sign-up code SoccerBeat, now you get 25 Rand extra bet. That's right. It's time to get way more out of every bet. Standard T's and C's apply.
Guys, welcome back to SoccerBeat. Guys, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. We are heading to 50,000. And make sure we got the big show on Friday. We all got to be there. Bakajuju, we're not going to be in Cairo. None of us are going to be in Cairo. So let's all be here. SoccerBeat. We'll be either celebrating together or crying together, but we'll be on Friday. No crying. Only celebrating on Friday.
Might be fun.
Sign us out. You're going to see the guys on Friday.
Oh yeah, I'm out.
Dankie.
SoccerBeat, what?